If you're getting bored of your 9 to 5 and each working day is beginning to feel the same, fear not, because things could be a lot worse. There are some strange vocations out there, from odor judge to professional thief, and we have compiled a quick list of the top 12 weirdest jobs to bring a hint of comedy to your daily routine, while making you realize that things could actually be a lot worse. You never know what's going to strike a chord and be the spark that ignites a career that you love. So without further ado, let's get into some unusual jobs you might not know exist. Number 12. Professional sleeper. If you are guilty of hitting the snooze button 5, 10, 20 times when your alarm goes off in the morning, and does getting out of bed feel like a monumental effort, then no need to worry, because the right job for you is to be a professional sleeper. One of the weirdest jobs out there, being a professional sleeper, might not be as easy as it sounds, but in order to succeed in this new exciting career path, you'll need the ability to sleep in new surroundings, away from home for long periods of time, the ability to sleep with wires attached to you, knowing that people will be watching you, and must have good overall health and fitness. As the length and duties of each job vary, it is difficult to set an average salary. Now that said, NASA paid volunteers $18,000 to lie in bed for 70 days back in 2013. Also, a hotel in Finland hired a member of staff as a professional sleeper to test the comfort of their beds. The individual sleeps in a different one of the hotel beds each night and writes a review about her satisfaction with each one. Number 11. Professional TV watcher. Imagine getting paid to watch TV. One of the coolest jobs ever, right? Finding a way to get paid for watching TV is much simpler than you might imagine. Given that we already spend a lot of time watching movies, videos, and advertisements anyhow, it's a great way to make some extra money in your leisure time. This is an excellent method to supplement the income you get from other sources, such as establishing a YouTube channel. Also, all of your video-related work experience could significantly strengthen your resume and make it possible for you to land a career in cinema, television, or digital media. Number 10. Full-time Netflix viewer. If you've ever come home from a long day of work and settled down on your couch to decompress with some Netflix, you've probably thought to yourself, why can't I just get paid to do this? Well, we've got some good news. You absolutely can. Turns out Netflix employs a team of part-time taggers to help in the personalization process. These people are responsible for watching movies and shows that will be available to stream in the future, analyzing them and describing them using tags. The Netflix algorithm then uses these tags to give you recommendations based on your watching history, which is how you end up with categories on your homepage like visually striking movies. Netflix explains that the position would suit those with a passion for films and TV programs, as evidenced by a degree in film or film history and/or experience directing, screenwriting, or filmmaking. Number 9. Professional foreigner. A few years ago, foreigners who came to China to study or teach English were in high demand. Agencies hired them to pose as scientists, architects, engineers, and models, to lend an international high-class flair to press conferences, meetings, and sales pitches, thereby generating business transactions. The jobs were often absurd. Some Chinese companies will pay men $1,000 a week to don a business suit and shake hands with Chinese businessmen, while others will hire foreigners to attend real estate events and pose as celebrities. Number 8. Fake mourner. When someone passes on, it is important to grieve and show your support for family and friends. Attending the funeral or wake can be emotionally challenging. Next time you're in this unfortunate situation, take stock of your fellow grievers, because they might not be who you think they are. Professional mourners, are also called mourologists, are actors hired by family members to grieve at funerals and wakes. The intention is to increase the number of funeral participants, provide some new faces, show support for the deceased, and help people deal with the tragedy through others' expressions of grief. While many people are uncomfortable with the idea of professional mourners, it's a job that is growing in popularity. It is a tradition in Southeast Asia that a loud funeral will assist the dead as they travel to the afterlife, so professional mourners are hired to cry and weep loudly throughout the service. Number 7. Snake milker. Now this job is definitely not for the faint-hearted. A snake milker's job is to extract venom from snakes in a safe manner so that the venom can be used by researchers to create a variety of drugs. These drugs help treat blood clots, high blood pressure, and heart attacks. The venom is also used to create anti-venom, which is the antidote to snake bites. A snake milker has the very dangerous job of extracting the snake venom. They set up safety measures to ensure that if they do get bitten, the bite will not be fatal. Yet it is not uncommon for seasoned milkers to have had several bites. A snake milker has several tools that allow him or her to safely pick up, hold down, and capture the snake. Thank God someone's brave enough. Number 6. Professional Cuddler. Have you ever thought about professional cuddling? I know it sounds crazy, but hey, hear me out. Becoming a professional cuddler may be the perfect side hustle for you. Over the last couple of years, professional cuddlers have gotten more and more attention as it is becoming a very lucrative business. A professional cuddler is just a person who cuddles with someone for money. Clients pay someone for a given amount of time, though note all you do is cuddle, hug, and spoon, nothing more. The prices for a professional cuddler can vary from $40 to $80 an hour with countless different workplaces. According to a report by Fox News, a woman made $40,000 in 12 months just from cuddling. Many cuddlers have to take a course to become one, which sometimes includes training and reading the cuddling Bible called Cuddle Sutra. Number 5. Chicken Sexer. Yes, it may sound like a joke, but judging by the 3-year training period, it is far more complicated than it sounds. When chickens are born, they tend to huddle together to stay warm. However, farmers need to distinguish between the male and female chicks, especially since the female chicks will eventually grow up to lay eggs. So it is often someone's job to determine the sex of each chick and separate them so that they can serve their respective purposes on the farm. Chicken sexers need to be well aware of the anatomy of baby chicks, and they usually have some experience with farming or ranching practices. If you want to be a chicken sexer, just make sure you don't ruffle too many feathers. Number 4. Legal bank robber. Fancy robbing a bank without the associated risks of prison and an uncomfortable time in the shower? Well, you could be a legal bank robber, or penetration tester as they are known in the trade. The purpose of the role is to test the levels of security in a place, and in the olden days, the job used to be straightforward, just literally breaking into a bank. Now there are still fake robbers, but penetration testing has extended to computer hacking, identity theft, phoning the operators and trying to trick them out of customer details, and even impersonating a police officer to plant surveillance equipment in the vaults too. Now it may sound like a riot and a job that is suited to former secret agents. Inevitably, most prefer to work in the shadows. Number 3. Dog Food Tester. If you've ever looked at Fido's canned dog food and wondered if it tastes good or not, well then you might just be interested in becoming a dog food tester. Yes, that is right. Amongst weird jobs, dog food testers are definitely up there right along with odor evaluators and snake milkers. Although very few people work in this profession. After all, how many people really are willing to make a career out of tasting dog food all day? Most of them are also nutritionists who work not just on taste tests, but also on making sure the stuff is actually healthy for dogs to eat. Generally, the taste testing part of the job is actually quite minimal. Most of the time will be spent writing reports on the nutritional value of foods that a research department has developed. Well, there is available salary data specifically for dog food testers, but pet nutritionists typically earn between $12 to $15 per hour. So it's nothing to bark over, and you shouldn't be running to fetch the paper in exchange for this kind of job. Number 2. Odor Judge. This job makes the list of one of the weirdest jobs in the world. The human nose can distinguish thousands of different smells. People who can distinguish and compare smells successfully may be able to find work as an odor judge. The salary in this field ranges from $19,000 to $52,000 a year, varying with experience and seniority. This is a highly specialized field, and it contains specialized subcategories. In order to test the effectiveness of new products, odor judges are hired to smell volunteers' breath, feet, and armpits. To make sure that their judgment is accurate, the members of staff have their sense of smell tested monthly. Let's hope those products are doing the trick for the judge's sake. Number 1. Scuba Diving Pizza Delivery Man. Now this job makes the top weirdest job out there because it's not every day a man in diving gear delivers you pizza at an underwater hotel. Well, the diving equipment gathering dust in the corner of your living room can be put to good use. No longer do you have to stare at the pizza in your fridge, desperately wishing that it could be taken down to the briny underwater depths. Well, I can tell you that someone got hired to be a scuba diving pizza delivery man. In Florida. I mean, come on, where else? There is a lounge named the Jules Undersea Lounge, located 21 feet below sea level in Key Largo, where Rob Doyle is the official pizza delivery man. But he also works on the operations and maintenance of the entire facility, and he provides scuba diving instruction for any interested guests. Unfortunately, that is all the time that we have left today, so tell us which of these jobs were the weirdest and why. Remember to leave a like and subscribe to this channel for more interesting videos just like this. Turn on your post notifications and stay tuned so you don't miss any updates from us. Until next time, stay safe, people.